Well, hello, good people. David Taub here, coming to you from nextlevelguitar.com. And I thought today we'd talk a little bit about an arpeggio that I really like, and I want you to try to start inserting this into your playing and lead playing and improvisational playing. I'm going to show you today a minor seventh arpeggio. And the arpeggio is going to be played with your... the one thing about arpeggios, two things that are critical, I think, to arpeggio playing. One is you want to be able to find them quickly. And this one's nice because it's going to have its root note you can always find on the A string with your first finger. And I'm going to show you the fingering. And it's going to be real easy. We're not even going to have to come out of position to play this arpeggio. It's a really nice one. And the second thing is when you're playing arpeggios, you don't necessarily always want to play the arpeggio from the top to the bottom and all the way back up to the top, because that's kind of like playing a scale from the top to the bottom all the way back up to the top. It might sound a little too much, you know, like an exercise, or a little too stiff. The secret to good arpeggio playing is to mix the arpeggio in with your scales, with your licks, with your runs, with the modes, and mix it in there. And that's how it could really spice things up. You don't just always want to be playing arpeggios up and down, up and down, up and down. After a while that might get a little bit kind of sterile sounding. All right, so let me show you the arpeggio first, and then I'm going to show you how to start mixing it up with, let's say, maybe we'll just stay in that position, and you can mix it in with the natural minor or Aeolian mode. So I'm going to wheel in close now and show you this arpeggio up. Okay, here I am with a tight shot at the neck. Let's go to the 3rd fret on the A string, which is your C note. Let's play the C minor 7th arpeggio. Remember, minor 7th arpeggio, think minor 7th chord. Root, flat 3rd, 5th, flat 7th. Flat 3rd, that's critical. That's how you can tell a lot of minor from major, is look at the 3rd. Minor chords, minor arpeggios have that, for the most part, that flat 3rd, as opposed to the major 3rd, which is the root 3rd, 5th, like in a major chord or major arpeggio. So, C, play the C. Here's the arpeggio. I'll play it once up and back. Kind of a nice sound. So I'm playing the C note, which is our root. Then you play your E flat, which is your flat 3rd. Then you play your G, which is your 5th. Then the B flat, which is your flat 7th. You get this. Then just repeat those notes. C, E, right? There's my G. There's my B flat. One more time, slow. So if you just want the frets, A string, 3rd fret, 6th fret, D string 5th fret, G string 3rd fret, then G string 5th fret, B string 4th fret, high E string 3rd fret, and 6th fret. Great arpeggio to play over minor chords, minor 7th chords, minor 9th, even over just your straight minor chord. It sounds nice. Because it has that flat 7 in there. Now, the great thing about this arpeggio is you don't have to move out of position. You can keep one finger per fret. And the other great thing about it is your root is right here on your first finger. This is C minor 7th. If I wanted to play a B minor 7th, just move this to the B note. Here's my B minor 7th. Same fingering. If I wanted to play it in D, just move that first finger up to D. Isn't that easy? Here's my D minor 7th arpeggio. Same exact fingering, but you're just moving the root note and playing the same shape. And that's what's really cool about this arpeggio. Off the root, off of the first finger. So if you're playing over a certain chord progression, like, I don't know, like let's say if you're playing like this A minor 7th, to that D minor 7th, over the D minor 7th, if you want to blow that D minor 7th arpeggio, you can just grab that, grab the D note, and away you go. Right? So, oh, and the other thing I want to mention is try to mix the arpeggio into your playing, into your scales and licks and modes. An easy way to do that would be like, let's just look at this, let's go back to C, C minor 7th chord, right? The C minor scale, that's where this arpeggio, you're pulling from C Aeolian mode or C natural minor, which is that's your C Aeolian mode, or C natural minor scale, in this off of your root note with your first finger on the A string. 1 3 4 1 3 4 1 3 1 2 4 1 2 4. Might look a lot like E flat major if you're used to playing, just play off the, that's the relative major. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. E flat major, C minor, same thing, relative major and minor. That's why they're so important. So let's say you're playing over this C minor 7th chord, or C minor chord, or whatever, and you want to play the arpeggio. Maybe play it down to the C note, the arpeggio. Then from there, play the rest of the minor scale. So you add in these other notes of the scale. So you're mixing the scale with the arpeggio. So it'll sound like this. I'll do it slow. So, and you end it back on that C. So if you play it, you kind of slide up to the C. So arpeggio, scale. Or take a lick, maybe a lick like this. There's that C minor scale. But let's play it from the C arpeggio. Start off on the arpeggio. Then add that lick. See, so now you're adding and mixing in your arpeggio in with your licks. See how nice that sounds? Because you get those long spaces of intervals. You're not playing every note in the scale with the arpeggio, but then you're filling it in with the scalar notes. Here's another thing that's common a lot is you take the highest note of the arpeggio and slide it up a whole step, because you get back to the root again. So I'm sliding here from that B flat up to the C, so you get this sound. Play the arpeggio straight down. Okay, now when you slide up to that root note, the C, slide back, and then play a lick. Sounds really cool. I'm ending on that C note to emphasize that C. So you want to mix those in. Mix those arpeggio in with the scale. And I'm just staying in one position. You want to do this all over the neck. So you get that. You can really, if you listen, you can really hear that arpeggio because of the interval spacing, as opposed to the whole scale. So use that arpeggio when you're playing. Enjoy that. Remember, just move it around with that first finger. C minor 7th, D minor 7th, E minor 7th, and so on and so forth. B flat minor 7th. You know, you could just move that. Works off that first finger. Enjoy that. Go to our website, nextlevelguitar.com, and you can get hundreds and hundreds of written lessons and instructional video lessons for beginners, intermediate, advanced players, jam tracks. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube videos. Hit that orange subscribe button. And if you're interested in our newsletter, sign up for that on our main website, nextlevelguitar.com, and get all the latest happenings and going on and tips and tricks and fun stuff. Next Level Guitar. We'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.